Hi, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about bullshit because it's Christmas, so of course there's so much bullshit that has to happen on Christmas, am I right? Now, let me just say one thing. I have a BTS album right here, okay? I haven't been able to purchase every single BTS album because I'm a broke bitch, but here's one. Okay? A lot of my albums are gifts, too, by the way, for Christmas. So I can't just go out and buy these albums. I have a Red Velvet album right here. It was a gift. And then I have a Red Moon album. This just means I'm an Armymoo love. I stan all of these groups. I like all these groups. So let's just talk about the bullshit that happened today, because I've seen it all over my timeline on Twitter, and I want to die, because it's so, okay. If you don't know what happened today between ARMYs and Moo-Moos, then I apologize. I'm apologizing for ruining your day, but this is just a little rant, because... And also, I saw the Red Velvet thing today, but we're going to talk about that. Okay, we're going to talk about it. With Armymoos, basically what happened today was at the SBS Gayo Daijun, which is, if you don't know what the Gayos are, like the big three, like SBS, KBS, and NBC have these end-of-year Gayos. I think NBC's is on actual New Year's, where they celebrate the new upcoming year and they celebrate Christmas and all that shit, because they like to do that, and K-pop fans like to watch it. So, at this festival type of thing, at these Gayos, there are fans that like to go, and there's a certain amount of seats that you have to fill up per fandom. So, like, depending on how big the group is, you're going to get a lot more seats. Mamamoo stands had 350 seats, Moo-Moos. And so, at the festival today, basically what happened was there was a K-Moo-Moo who took a picture of an album with this little photo strip that one of the girls had, because Buell took pictures and made a photo strip of like them, the members, and they're kind of random for fans at the concert who went. And this one Moo-Moo found this album on the ground and found a photo strip and said, "Oh, I can't believe someone would do this to us." And then a bunch of K-Moo-Moos came out and said that they couldn't get in because there was a bunch of ARMYs. They mainly said ARMYs. They didn't say if it was other fandoms. They mainly said it was ARMYs. Who sat in the rows of the Mamamoo seating and basically took up their seats. Now, a lot of people were mainly mad at K-ARMYs and said K-ARMYs should apologize right now, and, stuff like that with this hashtag that was basically like K-ARMYs apologize. But then, K-ARMY came out and said, No. We didn't just randomly take your seats and pretend to be fans with albums. We were told that we had to fill up empty seats because SBS told them to, and Mamamoo stands left after Mamamoo's performance, and so they sat down in that section because SBS told them to do so. Now, let me be clear here. To be honest, I'm not on either fandom's side because there's a lot of bullshit on both sides, and I wasn't there. So at first I was a little angry because I did think that K-ARMYs did that, because ARMYs are a hated fandom, and I am an ARMY. Like I said, I stan BTS despite the fact that the fan base has some really terrible people in it. talking shitty people, okay? I'm not gonna sit there and lie. But doesn't every fandom have a shitty person? When they showed, there was a video that showed fans in the Mamamoo crowd. And it wasn't as clear as I would like it to be, but I did see army bongs. So there were armies there. But I did also see a couple of other bongs. But no one's calling out any other fandom, right? It's just the army fandom. Okay. Okay, we're not going to talk about the other bongs that were in the seats. We're just going to talk about the fact that they were army bongs. I'm just saying, I think that's kind of dumb. But also, do people think, like at first I was like, oh, how could they do that? But, you know, people in the Mamamoo community are like, why would anyone have the right to lie about Mamamoo or whatever? Why would anybody even try to lie about this situation? Muumuus don't have the time to afford it. Bitch. There are muumuus in the community that I cannot stand. Okay? I cannot stand some muumuus in the community. Because some of them are immature. Some of them are man haters for no real reason other than just to hate men. Which, you know, you don't have to like men. But I've seen tweets where they're like men, like it's not even a joke tweet. It's like, I've seen people say that men are garbage and that they shouldn't even be around Mamamoo. And I'm like, ooh. And then there's ship wars that happen in the Mamamoo community. There's not good people in the, there's good people in the Mamamoo community. But you're forgetting that shitty people exist in every fandom, okay? I would not be surprised if a Muumuu did lie about this. It's a lot of attention. It could get the media involved. It could make armies look extra worse. You know, I mean, who knows? What if that fan, because you have no evidence that she came across it. It's just, it was there. And then she said, oh, well, I guess an army did it. Like, what? There's not any actual proof that she knew about an army doing it. At first, I was upset. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, well, shit, I'm sorry, because I don't even know what's going on in this situation anymore. You know? I apologized on Twitter, and I just said, hey, I don't know everything about the situation, so I shouldn't assume shit. I can admit when I'm fucking wrong, but there's so many muumuus right now who are, sticking by the fact that they think that nobody in the fandom would even lie for attention. When this person attacked one of the biggest K-pop fandoms ever to exist. No one thinks that's slightly weird. But I also don't think that ARMY should just disregard it and say that, oh, it didn't happen at all. Because once again, there was that video that showed that they were there. And yes, there are some Korean people coming out saying that this is what happened. But to be completely honest, no one knows what's going on. Does anyone know what's truthfully going on? If I had to say anyone who should mainly be to blame right here, it's SBS. Because if SBS just gave out seats that belonged to a certain fandom just because there were fans that, left halfway through. Which I think if you're going to go to a concert, like a festival, you should at least be prepared to enjoy all the artists. Why would you come? And these festivals, these gayos cost hundreds to thousands of dollars for tickets. I'm not even joking. They're really expensive. They're more expensive than music shows. Music shows are $25 to get in. Some of these gayos are fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get in. So I don't understand why you would waste hundreds and thousands of dollars to get in when you could just waste that money on a concert or something. If you're not going to stay there the whole time, then that's kind of disrespectful in my opinion too. I don't know why any muumuus would be leaving the concert, especially since there's so many collab stages, but oh well. Hold on. My family's calling me. Sorry about that. I had to go and talk to my fam. But where was I? I think everybody's just trying to assume what happened in this situation, and everybody's trying to take sides with whatever fandom they're a part of. It's just like, kind of like, dude, I need more evidence to come out before I can judge what the situation is, or try to defend my fandoms. To be honest, it seems like both are at fault. And I just genuinely think it's just this big misunderstanding. And everyone just wants to fight each other. Like, it's fucking Christmas Day. Go outside. Go eat some food. Go enjoy your Christmas and be thankful that you can even whine on Twitter, okay? Like, god damn it. And maybe you're saying, like, oh, she's making this rant video on Christmas Day. She's not any different. At least it took me like hours and hours and hours and hours to just get tired of seeing the same constant tweets on my thread before I said something about it. Which, by the way, okay. Oh, okay. I don't understand this one. Okay, listen. I could kinda understand the first 2 times when Wendy did it. Now, was I necessarily offended by it? Did I think it was a little bit exaggerated? Yeah. I mean, you can disagree with me there, but I'm not African American. I don't claim that. I just know that I'm half Native American, half white. I just don't go outside, so I can't tan easily. But I have a shit ton of Native American family members. So, like, you know, I can safely say there that I am those ethnicities mixed, I guess. But the issue I have with this whole thing is that this time it was stupid, okay? Like, you have to admit, basically, if you don't know what happened, Wendy had this, was on Cell Love TV, which is a VLive show, because there's a lot of variety shows starting to move to VLive, because VLive is an online platform and a lot of people go online now. It's just the way the world works. But here's the kicker. There's one part, and I'm going to tell you the context of the video because I watched it, okay? They didn't ask her to imitate a black person. They didn't ask her to, you know, portray what she felt black people acted like or even act like a black performer. She just was told to act like a cool person. And she said, she put on these glasses, the little meme glasses. And she said, yo, 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 what up, what up? And I'm like, so people are saying that that's racist just because she did 2 things before that haven't been addressed. Sis, no, listen. I can understand having an issue with the first 2 times because it was directly said, like, oh, she's mimicking a black thug. Or, you know, mimicking, you know, what she felt certain black people acted like, and she imitated what she felt certain black women acted like. Which, I'm not going to get mad at you if you don't like that, because I can understand that we're going to have different opinions there. I didn't like it, but I just felt she was extremely ignorant still. And you can still be ignorant if you live in America or Canada. Like, listen. We, as Americans and Canadians, should know better than anybody that there are ignorant people in this country. There are stupid people in this country. It's not rare, okay? You can grow up your whole life in America or Canada not knowing any racial stereotypes. You don't have to agree with me there. But I am going to say this about this situation. When did saying yo and what up automatically get associated with black people? Isn't that kind of stereotypical to just assume that black people, like, all black people say yo and what up? Like, I say yo, I say what up. Am I suddenly racist? I didn't think that that was a thing. It's just slang that I grew up with, but I don't portray it as, oh, black people do it. I just say, yo, what up? If I'm trying to put on a more swag persona because all the rappers do it. Every single rapper says, yo, what up? So, like, should we get mad at all the K-hip-hop rappers for saying yo and what up now? We should report and block all the K-hip-hop rappers now because they all say yo and what up. So they're being racist too because they said yo and what up and they're trying to put on a swag persona. And like, you know, like everyone says yo and what up. I don't understand why this is her being racist. It has nothing to do with the incidents before because she wasn't told to put on this stereotype of what she felt black people were, which, by the way, isn't racist. Racism is when you think that you are superior to a race. She was just critically ignorant. Because racism, I've seen racism. I have an African American friend who I had to protect from a racist person. You know, it was just like really disturbing. I've seen it in person. And so, hearing people throw around the racist card every 5 goddamn seconds is kind of annoying at this point. Like, yo, and what, like, there's so many more important issues, so many more actual racist issues than this. Why do people want to, like, she wasn't being racist or even ignorant in that situation. It's a common stereotype for cool people to say yo and what up. Not black people, not white people, not any race of people, just cool people. You associate cool people with yo and what up because you think that that's what they say because they're so casual and chill about things. That's why she did it. It has nothing to do with black people, and the fact that people are saying, oh, well, it's connected with her deep roots of racism, or, oh, she had those incidents before. It doesn't matter what incident she's had before. This is just dumb, okay? This is just dumb. I don't defend Wendy for what she did in the past. I could give less of a shit. You know, if you want to be mad at her, be mad at her. But for this situation, in general, it's just the dumbest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. Actually, no. People saying that Ariana Grande doing blackface and having a black scent, which it's not even a black scent, I know what those sound like too, is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. But we're not going to talk about that because I don't want to talk about that because I just don't. Why are people so dumb? I feel like making this video made me feel better, okay? I'm sorry that I don't look the best. I'm in my PJs. I have brushed my hair, but my hair is frizzy as fuck. And I'm not wearing any makeup right now. But, you know, I don't really care what I look like. It's just, this is, the K-pop community is falling apart at the seams every minute of every day. People are overgeneralizing each other and saying shitty things about each other and groups and saying awful things about idols, and I'm just like over here like, why can't we just get along every now and then? Like, it's always at the end of the year too where people become extra fucking stupid, okay? You can comment your opinions down below, but just know that if you come with the intention of trying to change my mind and try to force your opinion onto me, I'm not going to change it at all. I might listen to reasonable people, but if you're not a reasonable person and you constantly harass me, and you are trying to force your opinion on me, then that's, gonna get your comment deleted and you blocked, ma'am or sir. Just know that. I'll be respectful of other people's opinions, but I don't think I'm gonna change my mind about the sense that I think all of this shit between Armymoos and fucking people who hate Wendy is dumb. That's just my 2 cents, okay? I'm sorry.